Good morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I'm doing a little better. So I'm here this morning, and let's see if we can share this out like the stream says. Share with a friend, and let's come in and see how we're doing. Just do a check-in this morning. It's the middle of the week. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day, as our Deirdre would say if she was in here. So let's get it shared out so we can just have a little chat. Let's see if I can find Deirdre. Hope, good morning. Julie Kiss. Hello, hello. All right, let me just share it one more place, and then let's see who else here. Okay, what's we got? Julie, not Auntie Jean, Blue Jean's here. We don't have Auntie Jean in here. She's probably still asleep. Suzanne, good morning. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Hope. It's so good to be back. Mama Hada Bear's here, Kathleen and Kathy Ann. There's our Auntie Jean. See, I said you were still asleep, but you're not. You're here with us. So good morning. All right. And already I feel like I'm going to sneeze, so I hope I can make it through the show without that happening. Yeah, it's been tough. Thank you, Blue. Yeah, it's been everything that can bloom is blooming here in the desert in Arizona, and it has just been playing havoc with my head and with sneezing and headaches. And yeah, thank you. Thank you. I will take it easy. That's what I've been doing, is honoring my own body. I'm doing what I tell you all to do. So I did that for myself for a couple of days and can't stand it anymore. So I'm here. And Grace Isis is in the house. Good morning, Gracie. All right, so let's do the heart brain. This helps a lot. It has helped me tremendously to heal my body. So let's all do it together. Thank you, Julie. And Deirdre, hello. All right, so touching the heart center, slow down the breathing. And add in the love. Just show yourself some love, some compassion. And just bring that light right inside of you. Gosh, it feels good to be back here with you guys. I really do miss you when I'm not here. Thank you, Blue. I know I am stubborn. You all know it. I should have been a Taurus, I think, but Yeah, I've got a stubborn streak in me. Good morning, Sally and Tony. I know I missed a couple of readings of the blogs, but there was one that issued a compassion challenge. So if you missed the blogs, if you didn't get the chance to go read them, I want to issue you that challenge to just see if you can bring more compassion to your life and be compassionate with others. Oh, thank you, Mama Huddle Bear and Leo. Hello, everyone. Okay, well, I have exciting news. So let's get to the message from the angels because it's in there and it's called A Graduation and an Opportunity to Spread More Peace. Ultimately, all moments are really one. Therefore, now is an eternity. And that's a quote by David Bohm. Today was a good day. Today was a very good day. Yes, it had a rocky start as the desert pollen is kicking my butt, making it difficult to function early in the morning. However, there was excitement about this day. I've been visiting with my friend Sharon Ria for a bit before the Sedona retreat and then afterward. Sharon had enrolled in a citizen program with her local government where she spent 8 weeks learning about different functions of the departments here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Each week, she would come home impressed with the way the city serves its residents. Today was graduation day from the program, and I know that part of my still hanging around this area was to be there to support my friend after having witnessed her participation and dedication to learning and sharing about her community. I attended the graduation and filmed it for her. I also had the opportunity to meet several of the officials. The first one I met was very interested in hearing about the Peace on Earth tour and stated that she felt a land blessing in this area would be a wonderful idea. As we talked, Sharon spoke up and agreed to coordinate the project along with potentially having a peace pole placed in this area. Sharon spoke with another official during the city council meeting who also showed great interest. I already see the vision of it happening, and Sharon and I will work on the timing of it, pending approval of the board, of course. I see the angels already paving the way for this to happen. Dear angels, I am no longer surprised when I see the perfection of where you have placed me at any given moment on this pilgrimage. It just reinforces to me that when we let go of the controls, the miracles show up. Under your guidance and without resistance from us, we can move mountains. Dear ones, when you open yourselves up to the possibility of angel guidance, you may begin to notice subtle signs and synchronicities in your life. These signs could come in the form of a feeling, a thought, a dream, or even a physical manifestation, like finding a feather or a coin in an unexpected place. These signs are often seen as messages from us and or your loved ones, offering guidance and reassurance that you are not alone and there is a higher purpose to your lives. We encourage you to allow the possibility of miracles in your lives as you follow our guidance. Just as some of you can look back on your life and see how doors were opened and connections were made, don't limit yourself with doubts or trying to explain away what you intuitively know was divine intervention. Some may see these miracles as mere coincidence or luck. We do not need to be defended, and neither does God. Each person has to come to their own understanding in their own time, and there is no judgment with that. Simply keep on your path and stay strong in your beliefs. Dear angels, today I promise to keep on keeping on, happily staying in my lane and watching the perfection of it all. And it is perfection. You know, when you can't give an explanation for something, then you've got a miracle. And why can't we just accept that instead of analyzing it or listening to others try to explain it away? Just accept, align, allow, as our Marietta teaches us. Catherine Kovacs, good morning. You did make it. I'm so glad you're in here. Deirdre, can we please put Joni's partner Carl in the grid? We certainly can, and I will add Carl to our prayer list. Thank you, Deirdre. And Blue, I don't know where you were, but I'm glad you moved. So you found everyone. I gotta grab my water. One thing that's very important, especially if you have allergies going on, which I know I'm not alone. I'm not the only person right now that is experiencing the symptoms of allergies. Water is your best friend. So make sure that you are having a lot of water. And I was reminded yesterday, and this helped me a lot, is to keep your body alkaline. So if you can have the alkaline water, the high pH water, do that, because that's going to help your body as well. Disease and illness can't live in an alkaline environment. So you want to make sure that you're having the right foods for that to happen, and to drink the alkaline water. And I know it costs more than just drinking tap water, but boy, does it make a difference. And somebody also reminded me to get the local honey, which I know I need to still go out and do that. Jennifer Langren, good morning to you. I'm going to see what Kuan Yin has to say about the angel message this morning and what we all need to know. So let's see what it is. And how's everybody doing? Anybody else going through what I'm going through? Because I tell you what, this is no fun. And no, I'm not going to say misery loves company, but if you're going through it, I really feel for you right now. And let's put you on that prayer list, because this is nothing to just minimize. Catherine, I am still with Sharon here in Arizona. I leave here on Saturday, and I'm going to be very sad to leave her, but it's time to move on. And I do have some upcoming events, so I will be heading out of here on Saturday and headed to California by way of Colorado. So I'll let you all figure that one out. All right, Kuan Yin says, becoming friends with yourself. Why not give up trying to punish, push, or force your body? When you push, resistance is created. It's not defiance, it is natural law. This can make life harder than it needs to be. Instead, why not explore and find a way to relate to your body as a friend? Friendship is one of life's pleasures. It really, really is. And I so enjoy every one of you that I spend time with. And this has been such a beautiful time that I've spent here in Arizona with Sharon, and just being around her no judgment, just love energy. And Auntie Jean says, congratulations, Sharon. What a wonderful experience. Such a blessed result for peace. I was just blown away when I just heard coming out of the mouth of these government officials, we need that in this area. And those were her words when I explained what a land blessing was and what the peace pole is all about. And her words were, we need that in this area. So it just gave me confidence to talk to more government officials when I go into different places. That is my new organization. That's what it's all about, the 10 million for world peace. We're focusing energy toward our leaders, our government officials on all levels, not just the world leaders, those presidents and kings and all of that, but also on the local level. So that was, for me, a big confirmation that this is part of what I'm supposed to do as I travel around, is get into contact with whoever the local officials are. And so that's what I will be doing everywhere I go now, and just setting up appointments and meeting with them. Okay, Auntie Jean, the allergies are getting to you. I'm bad now, but not as bad as you. Yeah, it's no fun. Sally has year-round allergies, but even mine is a great deal more noticeable and bothersome. Sneezing a lot. Oh my gosh, the sneezing is relentless. That's why I prayed before I came on that I would be able to do the show today without sneezing and coughing and hacking. That's no fun, trust me. Oksana, good morning to you. I missed my pea family. To keep the body alkaline, there is a good exercise of holding the breath. Inhale, exhale fully. Close your nose with your fingers and your mouth and hold your breath. Yeah, there's a lot you can do. There's so much. And there's foods. You can pay attention to your diet and have foods that are high in alkalinity instead of these acid. You can cut out things. Wheat is not your friend. It really isn't. Dairy is not your friend. And all of these make a very acidic environment inside of you, which then promotes disease. It gives it that opportunity for it to grow. So as much as you can, pay attention to what you're putting in your body. It makes a big difference. Andrea Gregg, good morning. So glad you're here. Okay, so Oksana says to hold your breath as long as you can, release, inhale, take a break for 30 seconds and do 3 to 5 repetitions or even 10 repetitions. The threshold of health is holding the breath for 60. Yeah, I'm not real good at holding my breath. Anything below it, the body is acidic, thus is sick. Breathing like this will allow your body to become more alkaline and healthier. Thank you. Thank you for those tips. Uh-oh, Blue's having animal drama. Kitten's mittens won't come downstairs when the puppy is up here. Gruff is pouty-faced, boss dog, though. She did play with Razzmatazz for about 30 seconds earlier. Pocket's happy. My allergies just started this morning. It's been rainy and in the 50s, and Dolly sends her best to everyone. Well, I know it will straighten out there in the household, and all beings will get along. It's just an adjustment period. So we'll pray for that to happen with ease and grace, and all those babies to play together in the neighborhood. Gracie says, thank you, Teri, for those tidbits on dealing with allergy symptoms. With me, it's a scratchy throat, raspy sounding voice, and that's fun. Nobody recognizes my sound. Yes, irritated eyes and runny nose. Yeah, I can relate, Gracie. I have all of the above, and it's been a challenge. Yeah, it truly has been a challenge to just have to make myself stay still and let my body rest. It's crying out for rest so that it can repair all of what's going on inside. And just keep doing the heart brain. Those of you who are suffering from the allergies, the heart brain is the best thing you can do for yourself. Just touching your heart center and slowing the breath and adding in positive thoughts. Just speak positive to yourself. The more you can say, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, it's going to kick in. You're going to realize that. I've been doing a quantum jump to ultimate health, and that's something I've really found helpful, is to do that. I'm working on the quantum level to heal what's going on inside the body, and it's an upward battle to deal with this, but I'm not giving up. You know, I'm bullheaded, so I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing that I know is going to help me. Ricky and Josie, good morning, good morning. And Oksana says, also would recommend putting focus on health instead of affirming how bad your allergy is. Affirm how better your body is getting. It is. Mine's getting totally better and better every day. Yes, it is amazing. And all right, so enough talk about that. How's everybody else doing? And let's get to the tiny book message. Have you missed those? And if you don't have the tiny book, then maybe you need to get one so that you can have a message even when I have to miss a show or two. So let's do that. And then it is Wednesday, so we're going to do our prayers today and review the prayer list. I was trying to think if there were any other announcements. Don't think so. I'm headed to Colorado. I'll be there for a couple of weeks and then heading to California. And I'll have a guest in the Angel Mobile to accompany me from Denver, Colorado to where I'm going in California, which is near Desert Hot Springs. Hopefully I'll get to see our Prince while I'm there, Prince Fleet Easton. I don't know if he'll be off making a movie or not, but I'm hoping I get to see him while I'm there. So, tiny book time. Who's got a page for me? While you're doing that, I'm going to pull up the prayer list. Okay, page 21. And let's see what page 21 holds. Oh, there's only 2 messages on page 21. So maybe I'm supposed to read both of them. All right. Fear is not your friend. Know with certainty that as you walk your divine path, you are not alone. The fog will lift to show you clearly where to place your steps and the right turns to make. Hold those mountaintop experiences in your memories and enjoy the party. Can anybody relate to that? When you're up on the mountaintop, the fog looks different. When we're down in the valley, we can't see the top of the mountain. But if you're up above the fog, you can see out beyond it. And sometimes that fog in our own life is the muddled thoughts. It's the times when we forget that we're supposed to be quiet and listen and get those messages in with clarity. So I think this particular message is for us to go back into our memories and remember who we are and remember those times when we knew who we were and we saw with clarity who we were, and no fog, because the fog is when things just start getting a little out of focus, and bringing it back to focus is as easy as just concentrating and focusing with the heart-brain coherence to bring in clarity. Auntie Jean says, I need to check with Meg because they're going to a pottery sale in Wisconsin for Mother's Day. Yes, I'm meeting the person who is house sitting for them while they're gone, Jean. I spoke with her on the phone and can't wait because it's a like-minded person who's going on a pilgrimage. And we had a big discussion, and I'm going to be seeing her and meeting her in person. And I think Meg will be back before I leave Colorado. So I'm hoping to get to see her. All right. So the second message, and then we'll get to the prayers. We encourage you all to be limitless in how you live your life. Don't restrict yourself to only doing something because somebody somewhere said it has to be done a certain way on a certain day or a certain time of year. When you stay in the now moment, anything is possible, even Christmas in March or April or May. I love this particular message. And years ago, I had an inspired thought that every day can be like Christmas. Every day we can wake up with enthusiasm and just know that we've already received a present every time we open our eyes. That is our gift, to just have another moment here on earth, another bit of opportunity to have a wonderful experience. Okay, so those are the angel messages. I've missed doing that. I've missed you all so much. Please keep me in your prayers because this isn't over yet, but it's well on its way out of my body because I'm honoring what I know to do, which is the rest, the water, paying attention to what's going in my body and making sure that it's helping me to be more alkaline, and taking my vitamin C. That's a big help. Vitamin C and vitamin D. And Deirdre, during my birth month of May, it's like Christmas for me, except no presents. Yeah, well, Christmas isn't always about the presents, though, is it? It's about the excitement of the time of year, the excitement of just that magic that happens around Christmas time. So happy birthday in your birthday month, Deirdre, and anybody else that's celebrating this month. Annie Banani, good morning. And that's my other exciting news is I get to spend time with Annie in a few months and get to be there in New Orleans and be surrounded in her magic energy and see her in Grayson. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day at school, Annie. Oh, you're welcome, Deirdre. All right, so let's get to the prayers. And remember that each name is a person that one of you placed on the prayer list. And If you have some additions, if you have some deletions, if you just want to just hold each of these names, please do so, remembering that we're all on this mission to love each other more and to bring each other to a good place of oneness as we do so. And Auntie Jean said, let's all say special prayers for Kathy Hand and Bob. They have a hard situation to deal with. Yes, they do. And we are lifting them up every day. I know, Annie, you're going to come to me. I love that. And we're going to have fun in New Orleans for sure. All right, so here's the prayer list. Let me take the caption off so we can see everything fully. And if you have something to add, then type that into the comments so that we can add it to this. Okay, here we go. Good morning, Isabel. So we pray for all the P's for peace, and we pray for peace on our earth. We lift up Prachetta, Prachir, and Goofy, Aunt Mina and Neil, Nivriti, Jasmine and her daughters and her mom, Abha, Billy and Tim and their family, especially their son Brian, Sheila and Kevin and their family, Gary, Donnie, David, Kevin and Holly, Loretta and Cecil and their family, Joanne Castrillo, her husband John and their family, their daughter Jackie and grandson Eris, Deirdre and her daughter Dania and Thump the cat, Deirdre's sister Steph and husband Bob, Adriel, Joni and Viola, Tia Fernetti, Mickey, and Deirdre, I believe it was Joni's partner, is the one you were asking prayers for, so I'll have to do that after we get done. I'll add that to the list. And Catherine, I see you. And yes, let's do extra prayers for our Catherine. I know you're already on the list. Suzanne Millard and her family, her daughters and her granddaughter and her sister, Jacob, Marietta, and Ed out there on the water somewhere. And good girl Pearl and Mr. Wiggles are with them. Sweet dreams. Keep on dreaming. Keep on floating on that water, sweet dreams. Raquel and Claude's family. Leo Harley and his family. Lakshmi, Ken, Jebby, Jim and son, Ryan, Rick and Josie, Tom and Mary, Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim Lorio, and travel prayers for them. I believe they leave in a couple of days, and they'll be on the road. So prayers for them as they travel. Jean and Ron Lorio and their family. Christina and Carrie and their family, Mary Lou Burdick, Catherine and Michael Kovacs and all their family and fur babies, Rosalind Good Vibes, Sally and Tony De La Rosa and Rose De La Rosa, Sally Harper, and Sally, I'm positive, is your mom, Sally, and let's lift up the whole family as Sally is now in spirit. Kathy and Bob Hand and her family, Colin and Marlena, Bo and Candy Hand, Michael, Patty, Sonia, Paul and Marlene, Joe and his wife, Pat Moss, your daughter and grandchildren and your sister, Becky LaFave and son, Erica Hoppy and family, Corinne, Charlie Coons and his family, his brother Raymond and wife Kathy, Hope Wellington Marshall and Zena. How's our Z doing? I know he just went back to school, so I'm hoping he's doing well. And hope your parents, Winston and Cynthia, Trey Horn, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Annie Seven, Grayson and Adam, Cassandra and Destiny Ortega, Luz Orsini and the grandkids and her sister, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman, Jennifer and Michael Langren, Oksana, your mom, Amber, Jenna, Katia, Maximus and his teacher, Herv, Caitlin and Aunt Gail, Isabel and Paul Reese and your daughters, Beata and her daughter Juliana, Linda and Dick Lemieux and her sons and grandchildren, Linda's friend in Sarasota, Stacy and Josh Lord and their children and grandchildren, and Mom Karen. And we just had Will Williams join us from YouTube, who needs a prayer request for sobriety. Well, Will, we will add you to this prayer list. Mary Lord, Buster, Wayne, Blue Jean, and Dave, and all the fur babies. We can add Razzmatazz to that list of the fur babies of Pocket, Gruff, Whizzy Bee, Blue, Lulu, and Gizmo, Dolly the horse, Chance the horse, Pam Moore's family, Lindsay, Aunt Inga, Rose Sermon, Gary McCorkle, Brookie and family, especially baby Maxwell and Dylan, the Girardi family, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Lillian in Norway and her entire family, Kathleen Caputo, Mama Hada Bear, Iris, baby Wyatt and Mom Katie, baby Haven and Mom Mandy, Kat, Steve, Candy and Pastor Bruce, the Deerfield Valley in Vermont, Captain Corey. Corey is in hospice at the moment. That was the last I heard from his mom. And Corey has taken a downward turn, so let's please lift his little blessed body up for this to be whatever it is going to be for him. Just letting it rest in the hands of God. Alba, Dottie and Don, Grace Isis and all your family in Kenya, Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer, her daughter and her mom, Vicki King, Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine, Tammy Fisk and your daughter and sister Tracy, Lori, Kelly, Rochelle Martinez and her mom Rose, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson. Ruth's on the road right now, traveling from California to Colorado. So please give travel blessings to her and her daughter, and praying for her sister-in-law, Sharon, and her cousin, Diana Bertut, Jeannie and Sister Merle, the area of Boulder, Colorado, where I'm getting ready to go back into. Deb Goldberg and family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and family, Laura Hill, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea and her beautiful family, Sherry Gatewood and Padama, Hanaya Hummingbird, Tammy Hill and family, Bill B., Lynn Gallagher, Terry Wilderman and her father, Mary Quincoli and her Florida friends, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick, Lynn Andriozzi, Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Mansi, Kamal, Maddie, Akil and the Pakistan orphans, Yuri, Scott, Letitia. I did talk to Mansi yesterday, and she's had a death in the family. So let's please remember her family in their time of grief. And thank you, Kathleen, for that update. Yes, I will do that after we get off of here. I'll adjust the prayer list and add in the ones we need to add and take off the ones that can come off of the list. Okay, we have Mary, Joshua, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Kimberly, Ellen, Sue Seekoff and Richard. I'll be seeing her in a few days. Terry Gilstad, Chiara, Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Marianne Pish and her family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Linny, Rick Ulfick, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and her family, Sharon Boyle and Zoe, Carol Fisher, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Brookie's Aunt Jeannie, Shelley, Sue and grandchildren, Carrie's niece Laura, Maggie's mom, Freddie, Bradley Capone, Andy, Amanda Summer, Robert Dosa, Miles and Sarah, Debbie Carol Hawks, Carl, Brutus and Augie, Chris Blake, Dante, Jerry, Kaylee, Trevor Jordan, Richard Weber, Charlotte Abrahams, Michelle Landers and her family, especially her son Alan and her daughter Alicia, Kagan and Wyatt Linder, Barbara Kaufman McGillicuddy, Irina with hip surgery, Bill Catrone, Joanne McCann-New, Whitney, Jude Dalton, Karen Gibbons and daughter, Matt, James Schultz family, Julie Kiss and your mom Cynthia, Linda Kiss, Courtney, Lucinda, Ryan, M, Pat, Sophia, Aaron Parker, Angelica Complimans, Sunny and Hunter Floor, Peggy, Claire, Carrie Klingon Butcher and her family, Brian Hughes, Pat O'Connor, Zoe Charles, Erica Fagels, Yolanda, Selby Barnes, Robin Waters Dykes and her mom Jewel, Joey, Joanne and Leo, Sam, Matt, Charles and Nita, Yusha, Nancy Berdelsky, EC, Shelley and Terry Newman, and I haven't heard from Shelley in a couple of days, but she's having heart surgery, so let's please lift her up for that. Iris and Kathleen, you're saying we can remove her, so we will. Jen and Norm, Keith, Joe H., Ollie the Cat, Marisol Soto, Cassie, Deborah, Tyler, Chad Ehlers, Dick Waters, Milton Carvajal, Sharon, Tomas Diaz, Cameron, Boris Zoffman, Jacqueline Carvajal, and David Reiger, Selby Barnes, Odd Barnes, Good Ellen Sundahl, Vita Hammond, Maria Mitchinson, Higman Simpson, Sam, which is Suzanne's doggy, Lisa Jo Davis, Jordan, Lydia, Benedita, Rebecca Seward Rickardson, Matt, Anjali, Juliette Herman, Paula Graca, David Brett, the Rowland family, Colleen, Dylan Hickson, C. Megan Michaels family, Richard Barnes, Cole Grayson, Jay Briscoe's family and friends, Julie Kiss's Uncle Freddie, Robert Wallington, which is Sally's son-in-law, and her grandsons Ben and Joe, JT, Frances Nalvin, Shanna, Danielle Riverin and her family, Annie's Aunt Carol, Andrea's Aunt Esther Ann, Chris and Natika, Christine and Ed, Charlie, Isaac, Jonathan and Eddie, Barbara and Diane, Kim, Peter and Catherine DeSanti, and Mary Jane in Vermont. So I will add any that you all have put into the comments. I'll add those after we get off of the show this morning. So let's go into our hearts for just a moment. Just breathe in love coming from the divine. And when you breathe that out breath, just place loving, healing energy over every name on our list. And we just ask our Creator to shine a light on each one that was mentioned those that we are also holding in our hearts that are not on the list, and all of the P's for peace. Everyone that's here right now. If you're here, you are part of our family. You are a P for peace. And help me to lift these names up. Okay, Sally, I'll make that adjustment too. Thank you. Help me lift everybody up, and let's say this prayer together. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. Just take a breath in. Just remember who we are. We are a spark of the divine. And let's give some gratitude and some love to each other. We do that on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. Those are our magic words that we say every day. Always, always share gratitude and love with each other, with your friends, with those who are what I call the sandpaper people in your life, the ones that irritate and frustrate. Send love and gratitude. Thank you. I love you. There's such power in those words. I love you all so much. It feels so good. My heart's so happy to be back here with you and to be able to make it through the hour without hacking my whole lungs out. But this feels good, and I so appreciate your prayers. I appreciate your concern and your messages of love. Thank you for that. I'll be back on this morning at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. And Sharon Ria will be joining me to do the meditation excavation since Ruth is on the road today. So please join us for that. And before we end, I just want to give a plug for the 10 million for world peace. So if you go to Facebook, which a lot of you are on there right now watching this, go to the group 10 million for world peace, and please join us. We are trying to gather 10 million plus beings on the planet that are putting out an energy of love and peace and joy into the world, and especially toward our leaders in the world. So thank you for joining us in that endeavor. So here we go. Thank you. I love you. Thank you, Deirdre, Kathleen Caputo, Leo, Vicky and Josie, Isabel, Jennifer, Sally and Tony. Thank you. I love you. You bought a new electric sander for those peeps. Can I borrow it? Just kidding. Auntie Jean, thank you. I love you so much. And we leave you all with namaste, y'all. Stay in your heart and stay blessed. And I will see you later. I love you so much. Take good care, everyone.